Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Class 6. Today we will start our chapter that how can we get energy from living things from page number 43, and the chapter number is 3, energy resources. How can we get energy from living things? As you know that green plants have been trapping energy from the sun for millions of years. They use the energy to make sugars from carbon dioxide and water. The process for making the food in sunlight is called the photosynthesis. There are a number of ways of releasing the energy in plants, so we can think of plants as renewable energy resources. Now, what is the biomass? Biomass is short for biological mass. So it is a word that applies, the word is derived from biological mass. So it is a word that applies to all living materials. Biological means the living materials. Wood is a renewable fuel. In well-managed forest, new trees are planted as others are cut down. Rotting plants and animals' waste produce heat energy. The energy is released by microbes as they digest the plant material. And the process of rotting becomes also the process of rotting. Biomass is also produces methane gas, that is natural gas. In modern sewage system, this gas is collected and used as fuel. In many villages all over the world, they have biogas generators. All animals and plant waste is put into a tank with a lid, and the microbes digest the waste. Then methane is collected and used as fuel for heating and cooking purposes. What is fermentation? The other thing, that is fermentation. The sugars made by plants and plants can be changed into alcohol by using yeast. The process, the process is called fermentation. Alcohol will be burnt, and so it can be used as fuel. In some parts of the world, for example in Brazil, special crops such as sugar can be grown, or sugarcane are grown specifically to make alcohol. You know, sugar can grow very quickly, and the sugar it contains is very easy to ferment. The alcohol produced is mixed with petrol and used by cars and other type of vehicles. Here is a given in this diagram. The process of making alcohol is given to show you. First of all, the sugar cane is grown, then they are cut it down into the pieces, then their juice is extracted, and then that is converted, that is used for two purposes. The first one is to make sugar crystals to sell, and the second purpose is that is fermented with yeast for several days. You can say the yeast is added into that juice, and that is fermented for many days, and then that is converted into alcohol, that is distilled, and alcohol is produced, and that alcohol is used to run cars, and that is mixed with petrol to run cars as a petrol. Now, how do living things use energy? Green plants make their own food during the photosynthesis system. This process changes the energy in sunlight to food energy. Animals get their food energy by eating other living things. Living things use food as their fuel to provide energy for every activity they do. You know that we can count that how much energy the food contains. Here is a diagram given over here, so we can see, and we also can measure that how much energy is in any sort of food. As you know that the food is burned, how can we measure the energy? When the food is burnt, any type of food, for example sugar, rice, and any other thing, piece of bread, if it is burnt, as much that is hotter, so it can tell that as much there is energy. Here is a table given, and comparison is done to know which thing contains more energy. The food, there are three types of food that were experimented. The first one was sugar, second one was peanut, and third one was dried bread. The first one thing was the volume of that food in that test tube. That was 50 ml. Peanut was also 50 ml, and dried bread was also 50 ml. What was the mass of water? The mass of water was 50 gram in sugar, 50 gram was in peanut, and 50 gram was in bread. Here the numbers are given, and the mass of food. How much food was that? The mass of food was into that test tube. That was 1 gram, sugar was 1 gram, peanut was 1 gram, and dried bread was also 1 gram. And the temperature of water at start. What was the temperature when it was started? It was 21 degrees centigrade for 3 foods. Now what was the temperature when it was finished? 71 degree when it was finished. The temperature of sugar was 71, and the temperature of peanut was 91, and the temperature of dried bread was 51. Now how much the temperature increased? When the started, the temperature of sugar was 21, and when it was vanished completed, the temperature of sugar was 71. Now how much was that increased? You can say 71 minus 21, it was increased 50 degrees centigrade. And you can also get the temperature of peanut, it was increased 70 degrees centigrade. And how much the temperature was increased in dried bread? It was 30 degrees centigrade. Now how can you tell that which food had more energy? Yes, peanut has more energy. How to calculate? By using the formula given below, it is possible to calculate the amount of energy in the food item. Energy in joules. To convert it in joules, first of all you have to write here the mass of water, then it would be multiplied by 4.2, and then how much the temperature rise in degrees centigrade. Now at the end it would be divided by mass of food in grams. The 50 here for example, here is given energy of sugar, 50 gram of energy, it was the mass in gram, and 4.2 from the formula. And how much the temperature rise? That was 50 degrees centigrade. And what was the mass of the food? It was 1 gram. We will write it over here, and then we will do the calculations. So the answer will 10,500 joules, and you can say 10.5 kilojoules. There is enough energy stored in one slice of toast to keep a cross country runner going for about 10 minutes. So here are some questions. You have to give the answers of these questions. You can highlight the questions on your book, and you can write the one word answer on your book.